Hey guys, it's Jem here with your Divine Masculine Energy. As always, guys, watch the Divine Feminine reading as well. These are collective readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. If you do need your own healings or readings around any of this, please let me know. We can organize a session. Link is in the comments to book. And yeah, let's just see what's going on with the Divine Masculines this week. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Masculines. Devil. You are stuck as fuck. All right. What I'm seeing here is you are just... I'm seeing like 3 roads and you're just standing at this road going, I don't even have a clue. It's really overwhelming you actually. Like you really don't know what to do. And what I feel like this is relating to is like a decision needs to be made. But you just, there's this old, I'm feeling it's very old patterning and old limiting beliefs just keeping you from actually making a decision because you're afraid. But you've also got that real headspace going like, oh, what if I make the wrong decision? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? All that stuff. Okay. So this is old programming really coming up. And it's really just got you in this place of just like no movement. You're just like, I what do I do? And, you know, Spirit's really like, you need to make a choice. Like, we can't support you without you making a decision. And I do feel as though the fear here is, like, because it's backed up by the 3 of Swords, I feel like the biggest fear here on making a decision isn't so much the decision making, but it's what gets left behind. Okay, because either way, there's something that's gonna fall away here. So whether that's a relationship, a job, money, friends, just even like old part of you, a routine, a way of living, like all these things can really like have to crumble because it's not supporting your decision moving forward. So in order to bring through the success and the highest good and all that stuff, it needs to be, you know, you need to just make a move instead of staying stuck, because ultimately you're hurting yourself. You're breaking your own heart by staying in this energy. But also I feel like you're really afraid because you're scared of breaking someone else's heart in this decision, or you're scared of, like of just hurting someone in general, or feeling like you've betrayed someone, or like, you know, I'm feeling this is around a relationship in particular. But again, this is ultimately your decision, masculines. You can stay stuck, but my God, is it heavy. It's so negative. It's a shit place to be. I don't know why you want to keep yourself here. But what, like I said, with this 3 of Swords, I'm feeling like you're breaking your own heart, but also you're worried about hurting someone else in the process, okay? Now, ultimately, no one has to be hurt, because if you're coming from a place of your truest intention and heart here, like, okay, maybe it might ruffle some feathers, but as long as you're acting integrity and doing it for your highest good, everything will be smoothed over. And as soon as you're on that path, you'll feel it all fall into place and nothing will... this will just be a distant memory. But you are hurting yourself and you're hurting others by not making a decision, masculines. And that's why everything feels so overwhelming. It feels so stuck. It feels so heavy. Because basically you've just closed off. You're not open to, making a decision from your heart. And it's hurting you because you feel like no matter what way you go, you know, like you have to leave something behind that you love. And if it's truly meant for you, though, it's not going to be left behind, okay? There might be a bit of a growth phase where you don't have it, but then, you know, it will come back if it's meant for you. So this is really that trust and that surrender to spirit and being bold and courageous in a decision. You can stay stuck, but it's literally becoming like the pits of hell. Like it's really getting to you and it's not healthy. You don't feel like you have any motivation or desire to be given a shit, because you're just like, I'll just stay here. But really, the spirit is like, come on, dude, like, why do you not, you need to choose. And you're feeling heartbroken because you just don't know what to do. Okay, but you're also worried about too much external influence here. like I said, you're worried about disappointing your friends, your family, your boss, your partner or potential partner, or yourself, okay? And this is just all old beliefs that like you have to keep everyone happy. No, you don't. You have to keep yourself happy and move forward from your heart, okay? Because this 10 of Pentacles is really saying like you have dreams, you have goals, and it looks like stability. It looks like financial abundance. It looks like success in whatever way that shows up for you. It looks like winning the jackpot is what I'm hearing, okay? So whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's a business, whether it's just living a great fucking life, like whatever it looks like for you, masculines, it's in your radar. You can see this goal, you can see this dream, okay? But you are putting everyone else first and not making the decision to go towards it because it's easier. But you stay stuck and unfulfilled, and everyone else around you is just seeming to like take advantage and not notice that you're a person, you have goals, you have dreams, you have love to give, you have success to achieve, okay? So it's really about looking at it from a future perspective. What do I truly want? And taking that path, anything that doesn't fit that goal, you know, people, situations, jobs, whatever, will naturally fall away. And you have to just be okay with that, okay? Because that's what happens when we grow. And like I said, right now you've got like what I see is sort of 3 options. And they all definitely have pros and cons. They're not going to let you down either way. But you have to choose the path that leads to that 10 of Pentacles, because that's going to be the one that's the most fulfilling, okay? Yeah, you can go down the path that to the left. You can go to the path at the right. But long term, if you don't see that 10 of Pentacles, that treasure chest sitting there, eventually you will kind of come back to this point where you have to make another decision. So look long term is the real massive advice here, okay? And then we have the Queen of Swords. So I do feel as though this is a little bit relevant to a feminine, because the Queen of Swords is she's very powerful, but she's a little bit straight to the point. She can be a little bit cutthroat, a little bit but it's passionate, okay? So potentially your biggest fear here is letting go of this feminine, or maybe like you've been met with an ultimatum, you know, and she's come in, she's been cold and icy and just gone, you know, it's me or this, and now you're really not sure what to do. Or that like if you do choose to move on for a little while, that she's going to go, or whatever it is. But I do feel like there's a feminine energy here that she's almost the reason that you're not making the decision, because I feel it's a connection. You're just really afraid of losing, okay? Because you see her as independent. She's powerful. She's gorgeous. She can be a little bit harsh, but she's logical. She's methodical. And I feel as though, yeah, there's a part of you that just, you don't know whether you want to leave it behind or not. Well, you don't really, but I feel like there's a part that needs to kind of, yeah, you need to figure it out, okay? Because this is all just dampening any ability to make decision. And yeah, maybe you've been hurt because you've made the decision and she's come in firing, and it's upset you, it's hurt you, and now you're not sure if it was the right decision. But masculines, this decision needs to come from the heart, okay? You could have it all. You can take it with you if you want. But yeah, this is about taking that moment and really just looking at what takes you to that 10 of Pentacles, and whatever doesn't, it's just time to move forward, okay? Be brave, be courageous. So let's see what the headspace is going on for the Divine Masculines. 2 of Swords. The head is just so conflicted, and refusing to see is like, you're refusing to see the truth of the matter, okay? You are staying stuck and keeping the blindfold on and not making a decision because you feel like everything is okay if you don't see the truth of it. When the reality is, you need to see the truth of it. What are you not seeing clearly here? I feel like the biggest message is you're not clearly seeing that you need to make a fucking decision. You need to make the decision that takes you towards that 10 of Pentacles, but you're keeping the blindfold on, pretending everything's fine, when really you're struggling, you're suffering yourself. So it's time to get out of that indecisive mode in the head. Do some work there, do some mindset work, and just, flip a coin if you have to. But it's time to ask yourself the serious question, what am I not seeing clearly here? Okay? And then just allow it to come up and just accept that it's the truth of the matter. And it might not be the best truth, but sometimes the truth isn't always easy. But this is for your highest good, masculines, okay? You can't keep pretending you're not seeing the reality here. And that is that you are stuck in a place where you're not exactly being honest with yourself or other people, but pretending everything's okay. All right? Can't keep doing that. It's draining your soul. Heart space, dedicated effort. Okay, so I feel like this is really saying that your heart is willing to put in the work. Your heart is really calling to step up and actually put some effort and intention and practical work into what you want, into your goals, okay, into your accomplishments. And like I said, with enough dedication and heartfelt energy, you don't have to give up anything necessarily. You just have to give up what's not leading you to that 10 of Pentacles. So, if that is a woman who's going to lead you there, well then, yeah, commit to that. If that's a new job, commit to that. You can do the work. You can do the work. And your heart's really like that. Your heart's like, I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to do the work to make this happen because it's important to me. Okay? And I want to see it in my physical world. I do. And I'm willing to work for it. But it's not going to work for you unless you make the decision to commit to it. Okay? So the heart's there. The heart's like, let's do this. Let's get this ball on the go. But the head's just like, I don't know yet. So masculines, it's decision time. Decision time. Maybe you've made the decision and now you're a bit concerned about if it was the right decision. But if it makes you feel good, feel it into your body. If it feels good when you say, yep, this is what I'm doing. If your body feels light and fairy, then yes, that's the right decision. If it feels heavy and uncertain, it's not the right decision. That's the best and quickest way to know you are coming from that genuine heart space. Okay? But let's get some spiritual guidance here. Cleanse and detoxify. Yeah. So, maybe because you've been in this headspace, you've been using substance or food or alcohol or something like that to just keep you from admitting the truth that's in your heart. And again, whether this is a partner or a job or whatever, you are doing everything you can to not make this decision. So it's time to clean the act up. It's time to stop whatever it is that you're doing that's an escape. Like I said, it could be binging TV, it could be drugs, alcohol, food, whatever, cigarettes. Just, it's time to sort of clean up the body a bit, clean up the act a bit, clean up your environment. Again, if friends and family and whatever else isn't supporting this goal, it's time to go. Clean up your phone, get rid of Facebook friends, all that stuff. Anything that's just not really contributing to this long-term thing, it's time to just clear it out, okay? Clean up your house, vacuum, mop, get rid of that energy, sage. Stop sort of sitting in that stuck victim mode. It's time to take some responsibility and take some action. All right, let's get a soul message to finish off the divine masculines. Goodness me. And then we'll finish it up. Okay. Just, you're making things a lot harder than it needs to be, masculines. All right, everything happens for a reason. And even though the reason is sometimes unclear, I graciously accept all that transpires in the knowing that it unfolds through love in accordance with the divine will of my soul. So as I said at the start, it might not serve everyone else you've been looking out for, but it's going to serve you. And know that even though it might be a little bit painful at first, in the long term, it's going to be loving. It's going to be intentional because it's you loving yourself. And when you love yourself and take action for yourself, everything else that supports that will show up and everything that doesn't will fall away. And yes, it can be a little bit sad and painful at first, but it always works out for the highest and best when you are coming from that place of heart for your highest and best first. Okay. So I hope that helps. Very opposite to the divine feminine, but like I said, touch base with both guys, and if you need some help healing this or moving forward, reach out to me. We can do a session. But yeah, just time to make that decision based on the heart, masculines. It'll work out no matter what. Okay, so take care, guys. Have a great week.